Okay, for this video we'll do didactic auto paddles. And essentially we just need to get into a website. So I'm going to spawn a Docker container. While that's up and running, just visit it quickly. And see what we're doing. So we can redirect it to login. And we have a username and password. Okay. So let's take a look at the source code before we get started. Which is in index. That's the first place we'll go. Looks like new engine is JS render. Some static files here. Static JavaScript for putting using some roots which are difficult to find elsewhere, and then listening on for such a pretty simple configuration. We have some views in JS render, which I'm not too familiar with, so I don't know what I'm looking for just yet. Kind of looks like there's some template injection, maybe potential at some point. So that look at the database, SQLite, install some products and some users. And then it connects and creates a username with the admin password, which is from authorization. So let me just go to it. And it's going to be a random password. Okay. So, well, I'm not sure if we'll be able to get the password, but get user ID, verify session token ID. We have some static JS for just handling interactions on the app. So it's pretty simple, nothing crazy there. In the roots, we have some middleware that we're applying, enough middleware and admin middleware. So the main one is on the first page. We will load all the products. So we have to be logged in, it seems. So if I go into here, check session cookie. If no session cookie, redirect. If there's a session, verify it using the session cookie and token key generated from authorization. So we need to have a session set for this to work. How do we set a session? So we can register a user. Yeah, there's a registration page, so we can register a user. We can register our own user. Make sure that there is an existing user. If there is, it gives us an error. If there isn't, it creates one. We can log in with user and password. Nothing fancy there. We will get a token, and that gets added to our session for the cookie with our user ID, and it expires in 1 hour. Logged in successfully. There is a cart that you need to be authorized to take a look at it. Same thing with cart items. Nothing stands out here. Remove items. Nothing stands out here. Now we have an admin panel, which uses an admin middleware, and it basically gets all the users and it renders their username inside a JS render template. this is using backticks. So that is a template function, I think. So I'm just going to template injection just to see. There's some template injection. Let's just see what version we're working with. JS render 1.012. So let's just see what Sneak has. This seems less than. Server-side template injection. JS render. So client side, you can get access. Now we are in the server side, so this is probably going to be a payload that we'll want to try. So let's try this one. And instead of it executing cat password, it'll probably be like a read flag. No, it'll just be reading, just reading the flag. It's at 3. Let's go back to, so that's our first clue that we need to somehow get into the admin. And probably this is how we'll be able to read the flag, because I don't see where else the flag has been placed. So we got to take a look at Octo admin middleware. So admin middleware will look for a session cookie. Doesn't exist, it will redirect you to the logout. It will then try to decode the cookie, and it's going to look for a header algorithm as none. If it finds none, it's going to redirect. Otherwise, if it finds it, it's going to verify it as signed. And then there's this other else block, which will verify it without a token based on whatever algorithms here. So this is this. Let's just hover over verify. That's the secret key or public key. And I'm pretty sure if that's null, then the algorithm has to be null. So either the secret for HMAX or PEM or RSC and ECD. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think if we go into here, somewhere with lists, get public or secret key. This is the type. I want to get into the function. So this is it's not going to help. You have to install node to be able to get the function, I think. Yeah, so unfortunately I can't go into it, but this, I think, for the secret key, secret or public key, if it's null, it has to, you cannot include an algorithm. So this algorithm has to be none. So that's going to be our first kind of clue. So this is matching the word none. So maybe we'll try some other iterations of this, like maybe the empty string or maybe capitalized letters, just to see if we can get a user session back. Once it does that, it's going to take the user ID. It's going to look for the user ID and for admin. And so if the user ID is not admin, then it's going to give us a 403 error. So we have to spoof our JWT token to have an admin user for this to work. So in summary, I think what we need to do is bypass this admin middleware by presenting it with a fake or spoof JWT token to gain access to the admin panel. Then the admin panel is going to render a list of usernames. And basically, these are coming from the database and it's unfiltered or unsanitized. So we can try to set one of the usernames as this server side injection here to see if we can't get access to the flag. So with that, why don't we start getting into it? So the first thing, if we're looking at the roots here, it's a register, I believe. So we'll go to the register homepage. Let's register test user, the test password, and send that to the repeater because we're going to use that. And user registered successfully. So now let's log in. Logged in successfully, and we have a session which is a JWT. So this is essentially base 64 encoded without the padding removed. And so each section, if you look in the burp here, you can see, so it's an HS256 type JWT. The ID user is 2, so that's me, so admin must be 1. This is issued at, and this is expired at, so, and this is the signature, this last part here is the signature. So we'll save that. Or should we just spoof it right off the bat? Why don't we? No, we'll save it. So we have our. So here we have access to the website, and we really want to try to get to admin. So I'll send this to the repeater because this is probably going to deny us. We are not an admin. So in the repeater, we have our sections. So let's empty string. We'll apply the change here. We need to be user ID 1. Apply the change, and then we have to remove the signature because it's an unsigned token. So let's send that. Location login, so it didn't like it because I put the wrong value for algorithm. Let's do this. Still did not like it, redirecting to login. So here it's put some padding that we need to remove, and it still didn't like it. So let's just do none, capital N, and I think I want to remove that. Yeah. So wait, did I remove too much last time? Q. No, I did. Okay. So we want to put this as none to see if we can get see if we can bypass that. And we have, so we've made it. We can see the admin dashboard, and we get a list of users. So with that, let's create a new user using our payload here. URL encoded. So PWD to string constructor, return global process, constructor load, child process, cat, like.txt, and password test. So let's see if this or the syntax. Let's see if this works. User registered successfully. And there's the flag right inside the template. So this one is solved. Compiling without padding skills. Doesn't seem to match how we solved it, but yep, that's how I solved it.